Oh, hello.
How are you?
I'm swell. How are you?
Fucking good to be out in the world.
Yeah.
Tell you that much.
Is this like the last time you've been out in the world since the last time I brought you out in the world?
Oh, I was like, yes, the last time I've been out in the world today. No, I went to a soccer game, you know.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah, I went to, I made Brandon take me to the mall with the kids. I think it was a covert way to buy me a present, but I was like, can I come? You just be at the mall, right? You could push me.
God damn!
Indoor or outdoor?
Where the fuck were we?
I can't imagine. Like, every mall
Oh.
is like post-apocalyptic looking now.
Yeah,
So I'm wondering what.
It was outdoor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the outdoor ones are still thriving right now.
Yeah.
They're
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Most of
In like the nicer area,
Area.
you know.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
then, and we were just going to literally one store because my kid wants Crocs. So,
Oh, God.
and Darcy was like, "You got to go to this one."
Yeah, this is where you get
all
the
right.
Crocs. Darcy would know.
Mm-hmm. She did, and so we got him. He's fucking stoked too. He's like, he
How
puts them
cute.
outside of his door every morning so that when he wakes up,
Aw.
he can just slip right into him. And then later on, he moves him to sport mode. I'm like, all right,
Hell
man.
yeah, man. Dude, my kid was asking for them.
Was he?
Yeah. He
Do
picked
it.
them out, and I was like, no! And then
No, they're so lame.
And then I reeled it back because he looked at me like, why? And I was like, oh, you like those? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, cool.
Totally.
We're not buying shoes right now, bud.
In fact, we're only going to buy them at stores that don't have those.
Yeah, we're going to go to the Nike outlet again.
Yeah, right? God, we should have. We didn't. He's been asking for them for a while, though.
Yeah, if he kept asking, I would do it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, I'll just
I
have
let him
the
go to
little
school.
dorky kid.
Yeah. Listen, I let my kid go to school today. Like, he dressed himself. He did his own hair. He did it all without me saying anything.
Wow.
I was like,
look
fuck
at
yeah,
him.
man. I must have been real mean or something. I don't really know. I was loving it. And then he came out, like, right before we left. I, like, looked at his outfit, and I'm like, oh, no.
Was
Oh,
it
no.
bad?
It
Was
was
that
bad.
today? I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it was bad. He's got, like, shorts on that I'm, like, 95% sure might be PJ shorts, but I don't really know because I didn't buy it. It came with, like, a sweatpants set, you know?
Mhm,
So it
mhm.
says, like, Marvel on the leg. So maybe you could get away with it.
Yeah.
But they're, like, a dark blue with, like, red and white stripes on it or some shit. And then his top was, like, his school spirit top, I think, but it was black. And I was like,
This doesn't go.
It did not. It looked like he was going to go to bed.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, and I had caught him yesterday, and I was like, oh, let's change your pants out for some fucking khakis or whatever, because those go with anything. And he was like, these are comfy, and he was wearing what he's wearing now. And I'm like, they just don't match. And then this morning, I was like, I don't know if that matches. And he's like, Mom, look. And he's like explaining why it matches, like the letters. They both have letters. And I'm like,
Oh, honey.
okay, if that's what you want to wear, okay.
Yeah.
You know, because then I don't want him to feel like he
Yeah.
looks bad, and his hair
I'm not
was...
going to stunt your creativity, my dude.
Yeah, his hair was a fucking hot mess too, and I was like, "Ooh, let me fix it." And he's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "You did such a good job. Just this one spot back here, you can't even see the back. Let me get it." I'm like doing his whole head. Oh,
My
he's such a
kid
sweetheart.
just recently, because he turned 6, he got a lot of t-shirts for his birthday, like, oh, I'm 6 now, or whatever, right?
Yeah,
And everybody bought 6-year-old clothes, because everything is numbered for kids.
honestly,
fucking-
no.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So now he's in a 6, right? Motherfucker's not in a 6, though. He's in a 4/5, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah,
So all of these cool shirts that everybody got him,
he can't wear.
or hell, let him wear them.
Yeah.
They're way too long. And
Like
then
go
it's
to
hot.
his knees.
Yeah, so he wears them with shorts, and it just looks like he's wearing a dress. And I'm like, all right, man, let's
Do you want a
it."
belt?
Yeah, like can't tuck it in because then you won't see the bottom half of that sick graphic.
You just see your fucking belly button through the neckline,
Right. So you just,
Oh my
he just
God.
rocks it. Today was actually PJ day though, so
Aw, that's
Yeah.
cool. So it would have worked out. I wonder
Yeah.
if my kid had. Well, we haven't had Spirit Week.
yeah, they're on break right now, my kids.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Mm-hmm. It actually ended today, so they had like a pizza party PJ
Aw.
day thing.
That's fun.
Yeah, and then next week he has to go back to school, and he just found that out yesterday, and he's pretty pissed about it.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah, he just plays Switch all day at daycare now, so he's
Hell
like
yeah.
having a good time,
Yeah, living his best goddamn life.
honestly.
What's your goddamn?
Well, I got my stitches out yesterday.
You did?
I did.
How'd it feel?
Okay, well, I had never had stitches before, so I was pretty fucking stoked on it. And the whole way there, I was asking Brandon, I'm like, what do you think it's going to feel like?
Like someone's tugging on your skin.
Yeah. Have you had stitches before?
Yeah.
I'd never had it. And so I was like all excited. And I was like, do you think it's going to be like...
And then they get that one. You're like, it's still attached.
Ugh. Yeah, I got one of those. But I was like, do you think it's going to be like... Or is it going to be like, is it going to be
like wet or dry?
Yeah, like wet or dry. What's it going to be?
It's kind of dry.
Yeah, Brandon was just like, you need to stop talking about it.
I don't want to hear.
I was like, all right. Do you think they'll let me do it? And Brandon's like, do you want me to ask? I was like, no.
It's like oddly satisfying.
It is, except she like cut the first one with her little baby scalpel and then pulled it out. And I was like, ooh, that was fun, right? And then she cut the next one and like pulled out a little piece. And then she couldn't cut the next one. And so it was just like tugging a little bit. And then it just like slipped out. And then she just kept doing that, where it was like slipping out, but it was like longer and longer.
Too long. Yeah.
Ooh, it was so gross.
That was a weird way to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe she couldn't get, like the stitches were so tight, she couldn't get in there.
I think that's what it was, but then eventually, like the scalpel just wasn't cutting it. Like it wasn't sharp or something, so she was
Get a
just
fucking
like,
new one,
like pushing
bitch.
up, yeah, and it wasn't doing anything. And then the last one, it started tugging, and I could feel like that one was on my like not numb part of my skin. So I was like, oh, that sucks.
Like, I don't like that.
But
that one, that snags.
I got my fucking stitches off, so now I can take off the bandages and everything, and I can take a full-ass fucking shower, which is
hell yeah.
so great. Is
Instead of having
glorious.
to worry about your leg.
Yeah. Oh, give me your goddamn.
My goddamn is actually fun and light this time because it has not been a fun and light week, but we're not going to focus on negativity anymore.
No, we are not.
At least not in this moment. But I was at work yesterday and I was in a coworker's office and talking, and then I noticed, and we're on like in a big building, it goes up very high, right? I look at the window while she's talking, and you know, I really believe in like signs. Like I'm really into spirituality. I love tarot cards. I believe that like, fucking white feather, that's a sign somebody's saying hi to you or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So like I said, this week has been awful. Like I've been crying a lot. It's been terrible. And I was sitting in
deer
this
fucking
office.
prance by the window 30 stories up.
Yeah, a deer. No, here's what's so crazy. I looked at the window and I was like, there's something on your window. And I looked at it. It was a fucking praying mantis on the side of a window in an office building that goes up 10 floors. And we were on the upper half of that.
Oh my gosh. How do you get up there?
I didn't, first of all, praying mantises.
Can they fly?
That's what I'm saying.
Did you Google it?
I did
Do you
not.
know the answer yet?
I should have. You know, I really should have. In fact, I was like, I should Google this while I'm waiting for Aaron to get in my car. And then I just totally forgot.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll Google it for you right now because I must know.
But those bitches are like rare to come by in a fucking garden, let alone on the side of a goddamn building, on the window, in the room of somebody that I was like talking to, you know?
Yeah.
And all the drama has been work related. Like it's just been a lot. So I was just like, oh my God.
Rarely fly.
How high can they fly? Can they fly a fucking 100 feet?
Okay, overall, the praying mantis can fly, yet not all species and genders can fly. Only some species with the right combination of body weight, blah, 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 blah.
This one must have been fucking ace in the body weight test.
Yeah, this one must have been a fucking dude ready to go.
Yeah, buffing up.
Yeah, I stop and see praying, like, I'll fucking watch a praying mantis until it leaves if I see one.
Because it's
ground
that rare.
level. Yeah, because they're cool and rare, and, like, you don't see them all the time.
I was, staring at it, and we were taking pictures, and I was like, is it alive? Like, it's on the side of the wall, and its little antenna were just, like, blowing in the fucking gusts of wind a million miles in the air.
In the airstream.
I was like, did a bird bring it up here? Like, what the
maybe.
fuck? It was so random. So, I'm taking it as a sign. I Googled it, and their symbolic meaning is
You
one...
Googled that, but not if they could fly.
Honestly, yeah, but I was a little high. So, and it was like right before bed. But I Googled it, and the symbolism is to like pause, like if one crosses your path, like slow down. And then the other thing is fortune, like good luck.
Ooh,
I'll take that one.
We could go for some of that. Whose office were you in?
I'm done with the bad luck. Yeah, whose office was I in? That's right. That's something I will not be sharing on this podcast. But
did they have good luck? Or was it not meant for them?
I'm taking it as my sign. Like,
sorry.
That one's mine. I'm here and I noticed, so it's mine.
This one's fine.
You can also have a sign.
I'll take the fortune from it. You can have whatever
you can
else.
Pause.
Yeah, you can pause.
Anyway, I was super excited to see a praying mantis fucking in the sky.
That is exciting. How cool is that?
And I am such a, like, I'm very pessimistic too. Like, I'm like, oh, there's no coincidences or anything. But when it happens to me, I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever. Like, I brush it off in my own head. I'll say it out loud, like, yeah, that's this. Oh, that's my dad or whatever.
Yeah.
But then in my head, I'm like, but is it?
But, like, maybe it's not.
And I started to do that with this, and I was like, okay, hold the fuck up. Like, I don't even see these in the grass.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
right.
crazy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't it? I love it. I'll let you know if I hit the lotto or some shit.
Yeah. Anyway, you want to talk about murder?
Yep.
All right. Today,
All right.
here on episode 266, I'm going to tell you a story. I don't have any information.
Great.
Like, I have information, but I don't have previous information.
You know, honestly, I feel like every episode we've done thus far, that's how it is. Like, they've come to recognize we just don't fucking know what happened
Listen,
before this. But here's the event.
here's the event. And this is, well, it's 13 years ago now, but it feels recent. And so it's like, well, they didn't even have a history before that.
Yeah. I mean, also, we're at 266. Like, it's kind of getting harder to find cases.
It is getting harder.
At least the last couple months, I've been like, damn, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, a lot of them, too. It's like some crazy shit. There was one that I was just reading about, and this lady fucking ate her baby.
No, don't tell me that.
Yeah, well, I didn't do it, so I have to tell you that,
Yeah.
because that's all the information there is.
That she just ate her kid? What
Yeah.
a fucking weirdo.
Like, she had a baby, and then
Ate it?
it was deceased, and someone found out about it, and they were like, I think she... And she was like, yeah, I did.
Oh my God.
And then that was it.
Nibble on the finger or something?
I don't know. I didn't get too far into it because I
Yeah.
didn't do that case because that
That's
was literally
crazy.
all there fucking was, and I was like, I can't show up with this. She'll be
Shocking.
mad that a baby was eaten,
So
and
you just
then
gave her
mad that
Cliff
she
Notes.
doesn't get answers.
I'm still mad. God damn it. You still
See?
showed up.
And
with
that would have been the episode. It would have been over now. So now I'll tell you a different one.
it. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. So I'm going to set the scene in 2009-ish in Pinellas County, Florida.
Ooh, it's always Florida, man.
Always fucking Florida. So Rachel
Mm-hmm.
Wade was born February 27th, 1990. She is a Pisces.
Mm-hmm.
And she's about 19 years old at the time. Okay.
Okay.
She was a 5'4", 110-pound blonde girl. And she had a job at Applebee's. So,
Sounds like our friend.
yeah, familiar.
Yeah.
Little girl. Although 5'4" is taller than both of us.
Yeah,
So,
that's true, that's true,
she's
that's
not that little, but
Eating
she's
good in the
skinny, you know?
neighborhood. Is that Applebee's?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's your neighborhood grill.
Is it eating good in the neighborhood?
I think
I
so.
don't know that.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ. You're moving around a lot.
I'm hot.
Those arms. Okay. We'll get through this. So Rachel was dating a man named Joshua Camacho.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And from what I could tell, it was not a great relationship.
Oh.
And they were rather toxic to each other. And Josh considered them more of like a friends with benefits situation.
Ooh, not the bennies.
Rather than like an actual relationship, right?
Mm.
Either way, they were talking, and Josh started seeing another girl named Sarah Ludeman.
Mm-mm.
I literally don't have a calf muscle.
Don't do that, Josh. Really? It's like not there?
It's not there. I can't feel it.
That's weird.
It's so weird. Like
you
this
can't
one,
make
I
it hard?
can see it. Yeah, and it gets hard. This one doesn't do anything.
Make your foot go like this so that you can feel it here. Is there a little one?
No, it's
Oh
nothing.
my God, that's weird.
There's nothing.
There's
It's just
nothing there.
gooey. Oh, man, that's going to be a problem. Okay, so he started seeing another girl, Sarah Ludeman.
No.
Yes.
Joshua.
Josh was sowing his wild fucking oats.
God
He
damn
was
it.
playing the field.
Not on Rachel.
He's playing the field on Rachel. He said, you know what, I'm going to double dip. Sarah was a 5'9", 166-pound, 18-year-old blonde girl who went to the local high school. I guess she and Josh had dated before, and they started hanging out again.
Okay.
Right? So she is 50 pounds heavier and a little bit taller than Rachel. Just to put into like,
She gonna Sarah. I'd be afraid of Sarah.
if I was Rachel, I would not fuck with Sarah. Yeah.
No.
So either way, Josh and Sarah's relationship was also toxic.
Okay. Did Sarah think that they were being like?
Exclusive?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
She
that,
knew.
yeah,
Rachel was in the picture.
there were inklings on that. But over the course of a few months, they had the police called on them for fighting in public.
Ooh, they see. Listen,
Josh and Sarah.
let's
Josh and
just
Sarah.
leave. let's just leave. You know?
Yeah, like why? He punched Sarah in the face.
Oh my God, he sounds awful.
He sounds awful.
I thought he was bad before, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just for double dipping. No, now he's also a domestic violencer. He punched Sarah in the face, and she chose not to press charges.
Oh my God.
So, fucking shitty situation, but
yeah. Here we are.
there it is. So Josh also apparently had a baby and a baby mama who was
God.
not Sarah or Rachel.
This guy sounds like trouble.
He sounds like trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently
Sorry.
apparently the baby mama was also tied up in this drama and all that because at one point Sarah got into a fight with her too. So
it's messy.
It's messy. It's Florida young relationships, right?
Sounds about right.
So, as teens do, they were posting online. It was like 2008, 2009 at the time, so I'm guessing it was Facebook, MySpace.
Yeah, I was going to say MySpace.
I think it was more Facebook at that era.
Yeah, probably.
But either way, they're fucking sharing stuff online, whatever. And Sarah shared a picture of her and Josh together, right?
Uh-huh.
Which Rachel eventually saw, and she got pissed.
Yeah.
And per teenage girl rules, right? She wasn't pissed at her then boyfriend Josh. She's pissed at Sarah.
Yeah, yeah.
So the two started a little online war, and they sent each other threatening messages.
Oh, no.
And they eventually got each other's phone numbers, and they would call and harass each other.
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so fucking...
What a waste of your energy.
Oh, my God. It's such a waste of your energy. But I also remember being that fucking toxic.
Yeah, it's like our brains aren't developed yet.
Yeah.
It's not our fault.
It's not our fault. Okay, it's gonna sound like I sympathize here with whatever the fuck is happening, but I don't, because obviously it's on this podcast, so bad things happen. But like, I get it.
Okay.
Like, I remember making these phone calls, or like I remember just some of the like
getting
horrible,
in the mess.
Yeah, horrible shit that you would say to other people. That is like,
yeah,
you would never say that now unless you're in your car alone.
Oh, nice.
You, I think when this continues, you'll be like, I know exactly who you're thinking of.
I already am. I already know who you're thinking of. But I was never that. In fact, that would happen to me, and I would be confused. Like,
why are they so mad? I just want to hang out.
I honestly would be like, wait a minute, but you were the one saying all these things. Like, I'm really not that awful. It's really you.
Yeah. No, I am on both sides of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it.
I mean, I wish it's just that I didn't date anybody I cared about previously, you know? So there wasn't that much jealousy. I'd be like, and I would always be mad at the guy, like, you're a piece of shit, but you're still my friend. Can we still hang out? Like, I mean, I get it. He's hot, whatever. I
get it. I was over it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get in like fights or anything.
Yeah.
It was verbal altercations, you know?
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have even done that. I would now, though. You know?
We've changed.
On your behalf.
Because I wouldn't now, probably.
On your behalf, I would.
Yeah, right?
Even on my behalf, I'd be like, excuse the fuck out of me. Who'd you say that to?
I'm going to stand up here. Okay, so they're calling and harassing each other, right?
Yeah.
So there are voicemails from Rachel telling Sarah, quote, I'm guaranteeing you I'm going to murder you.
Oh my God. Rachel, tone it down.
You're a fucking fat bitch and I'm going to fucking kill you. I swear on my life.
Whoa. Not a good look.
Josh may have played me, but bitch, I'm going to play your ass out too, so watch. Now.
A little aggressive.
A little aggressive, but also like you're admitting here that you should be mad at Josh, right?
Yeah. Like, he played me.
Yeah. But I'm gonna fucking...
Is she still with Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They all are.
Oh, God.
They all are. And Josh is just there like, yeah, you know.
Beer-flavored nipples.
Sometimes.
Wine-flavored nipples. I don't know. What
I don't know what they're into in 2009. Fucking Pop Rocks flavored nipples.
Fucking wine cooler flavored nipples.
What is that? Sangria flavored? Jungle juice flavored nipples?
Tampico.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Also, Sarah had shown up to Rachel's work at Applebee's, presumably just to like threaten and taunt her and stuff.
Not at her place of business. Was she like a hostess? She's like, God damn it, bitch, I'll seat you, but you're lucky.
Right.
I'm not going to give you a fucking knife.
I don't know. I couldn't figure out what she was. I won't give you a knife. Not getting fucking utensils. Eat with your hand. I couldn't tell what she was, but Sarah and her friends, like, sang karaoke there and stuff. So I don't know if she was just
Karaoke at the Applebee's?
Who knew?
I've been going to the wrong Applebee's. I honestly haven't been to one since, like, Valley East High School.
Since, like, 2009?
Yeah. I don't even know. Are they still open as an Applebee's?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I
like
got a
Chili's
gift
are
card to
still
an
a thing.
Applebee's recently, and I was like, why?
Where? Like, where am I going to go? Do I have to leave the state?
Did I give off that vibe that I wanted to go to Applebee's?
More of a taco shop?
Yeah, just give me like a solid $20 and I'll make it a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, either way, so Sarah shows up at Rachel's place of business. Rachel's leaving fucking threatening messages to Sarah. They're having these little words with each other online, and they're both still seeing Josh.
Dumb.
Normal fucking teenage bullshit, right?
Yeah, I wonder
Whatever.
what Josh is thinking about all this.
Probably not much, but like, he
What if they
fucking
get
won the lottery.
together and they kill Josh?
Bum, 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 bum.
What
What's
if?
gonna happen?
Yeah.
So now it's April 14th, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
After months of buildup between the girls and Josh, Rachel was at her apartment texting with Josh, and she wanted to hang out, but he said that he was watching a movie or doing something with Sarah.
Okay.
And
so, no, he just straight up told her?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And so Rachel was like, we'll fucking send her home, right?
Oh,
So she goes to Josh's apartment and I guess can like see them through the window or something. And they're
Oh
like
my
watching a movie or
God.
whatever. And she's like, hey, send her home. Like you're hanging out with me, blah, blah, blah. And Josh is like, I don't like you anymore. Why don't you just go home? Kind of making the situation a little bit worse.
Oh, no.
right?
Yeah.
So she's texting with him and stuff. And she's like, well, do you love me? And he said, I don't know. And she said, well, do you love her? And he said, I don't know. So he's just fucking playing, you know? Like,
yeah. What a dick.
yeah, he's just trying to get both ends. And so Rachel eventually goes back home. She goes to her apartment. She goes out and walks her dog. And while she's out walking her dog, allegedly, she hears a car horn honk and someone scream, stay away from my man.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is a little bit later, right?
Oh, no.
She'd already gotten home.
Oh, no.
So-
She's about to get struck by a vehicle.
Oh, she about to get struck by a vehicle, you say?
Hope her shoes stay on.
So Rachel gets scared. She hears someone scream that, right? She gets scared. She goes back into her apartment and she calls her ex-boyfriend Javier.
Oh, okay.
And
What's up, Javier?
Javi was like, well, just come over. Like, she won't know where you're at, blah, blah. Come to my house. You know, she won't be able to find
she's
you.
like, maybe I got a little booty call out of that.
Right?
Yeah.
So Rachel went to her kitchen. She grabbed a steak knife and she headed out the door.
Okay.
Okay.
This doesn't sound like a good plan.
Not great, but she's trying to protect herself at this point, right? She thinks that Sarah's outside trying to fucking run her down. I don't know if
What's
you're
she
going to
gonna do with
stab a
steak
car.
knife? Like fucking slash her tires?
Maybe.
Like, you can't get me.
She's a
It'd be
teenage
worse if you
girl.
got ran over with rims. I don't know the deets. I actually don't know which would be worse.
I don't either. I feel like rims would be so much worse, though.
Yeah.
Like, it would cut instead of like,
dicey. Yeah.
ugh. Anyway.
Instead of a bump bump, you know?
Yeah, a little bump bump.
Either way.
Either
Probably
way,
not good.
not great. So Rachel gets to Javier's house, and he was there with a friend named Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel was fucking hyped, right? Because she just had this whole experience where she was basically told to get away, and he likes Rachel, or he likes Sarah.
Yeah,
and
like she's
then-
being broken up with, sort of, kind of, but not really.
kind of, but not
Yeah.
really. Yeah. So
she's coming to a point where she's like, oh, I don't like this. I'm the second one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so she's fucking hyped up, right? She tells them that she has this knife, and they told her that she's not going to need it. There's no way Sarah knows that she's there, right?
Okay, so put the knife down, Rachel.
Yeah, like, can you fucking not?
Get her a steak or something so it doesn't look so threatening.
Just give her something to cut.
Give her a piece of bread.
So meanwhile, Sarah had left Josh's house just before midnight to take Josh's older sister to McDonald's.
Okay, wait, how much? They're like in their 19s, right?
So Sarah is 18. Josh's older sister is 29. Her name is Janet Camacho.
Why is she taking her to McDonald's at midnight?
Maybe she doesn't have a car. I don't know.
Okay,
But
like,
Sarah-
I'll let you play in the playground.
Yeah, right? No, we're not going in the play place right now.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe she didn't have a car or a ride, or maybe
She's
she was
like,
meeting
I
her
really
friends
want a
there.
Big Mac.
Yeah, she's like, this is all I've ever needed is a fucking large fry at
Yeah.
midnight. I get it. Maybe she was drunk.
I could see the drunk angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, take me to McDonald's. And Sarah was like, for fucking sure.
For fucking on it.
on it. So while they're driving, they get to a stop sign, and Sarah saw someone that she recognizes on the street.
Is it Rachel?
It is not Rachel.
Okay.
It's another chick. And this other chick says, hey, by the way, just saw Rachel. She's over at Javi's house talking to Javi and Dustin.
Dude, I would semi-love to live in a neighborhood where it's like we all know each other and you just see people on the street.
I was literally thinking, in what fucking world?
I know. I think it's pretty common. It's just like not in San Diego.
Not here. Is it
Yeah.
common? Because it would be kind of nice, except for the fact that, like, I don't want to talk to anybody, so I would be horrified if I saw anyone
Yeah.
anywhere and had to say something to them.
Well, I know as a kid growing up in the many places that I have grown up, like it wouldn't be abnormal for the streets to be filled with kids.
Yeah.
And if you grew up there, then we would all grow up together. And I just always moved because I was in the military. But
Yeah.
that was pretty common. Like, you know, your neighbors are like your second family almost. Whereas here in San Diego, everywhere I've lived, your neighbors are not almost your family. Like,
No.
we don't know each other.
No. Yeah,
And
my
we don't
neighbor waved at
want
me
it.
the other day, and I was like, can you not? I'm on crutches.
Yeah, like I've never known my neighbor well enough to even be like, hey, could you grab my mail while I'm on vacation?
Right?
Like, I have to have somebody, like my fucking mother-in-law come
yeah.
every few days and like to take the trash cans down and shit.
Yeah.
I could probably just solve that by being friendly, but like,
Not worth it.
it's just not how the neighborhood works here.
The only reason that I'm friends with some of my neighbors is, number one, because of Brandon, because that guy apparently is a
Will
social
talk to
fucking
anybody.
butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and wants to talk to everybody. He's like, oh, I'm going to go out there because fucking so-and-so's out there, and I wanted to ask him this. And I'm like, how do you have questions for the neighbors? Like,
Right?
you just wave occasionally like, oh, shit, hi.
Yeah.
Okay. So this stranger on the street, not stranger on the street,
Friend of
on
hers.
the street in this small fucking town was like, yo, Rachel's over there at Javi's house. And Sarah was like, hey, Janet, you want to make a pit stop? We'll go to Javi's house.
What a bad idea. Why? It's midnight.
Terrible idea. And
Yeah.
so Janet was like, fuck yeah, let's go. So they pull up, fucking wheels screeching,
No.
right? Up to Javi's house, threw open the door, yelling and screaming. Rachel, Javi, and Dustin were outside. So Rachel showed the knife, like waved
They
it
were
in front
out
of her.
front?
Yeah, they were out front.
Oh, God. Just
Which
waiting
is-
on the stoop?
But yeah, it's probably why the fucking other person knew that they were there.
Yeah.
Well, she'll never know you're here. You got to go inside.
I know. If you're going to be in a
If you're
neighborhood
hiding,
like that,
yeah.
you should be hiding. Like, did anybody see you come?
Right? So she shows the knife, like, you know, puts it in front of her, like, oh, I have a knife, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. And Sarah's coming at her screaming. I guess she showed the knife to try and intimidate her, but it did not work. So Sarah comes up
She,
and
like,
just
calling her
starts
bluff?
fucking laying into her.
What? She's crazy.
Yeah.
That bitch has got a knife, man.
That
Like,
bitch has got a
even if
knife.
you don't know if she's going to do it or not, like, maybe just err on the side of caution.
Well, she didn't. So, like
not
I
to say
mentioned,
it's okay if she
to
stabs
like
her or something.
threaten someone with a
yeah,
knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. There's this whole thing. I'm like, that's still not okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But, like, why didn't you? Where's your self preservation?
a lot of fucking decisions were made here that were unnecessary or
Yeah.
unwise,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So, like I mentioned earlier in the story, Sarah is like a solid 50 pounds bigger than Rachel.
Yeah.
Right?
And
so,
she's actively wailing on Rachel.
and she's actively wailing on Rachel. And then she grabs Rachel's hair and pulls her head down and has her head like almost between Rachel's legs, right?
Oh, God.
Like shoving her head down. So, fucking
a
winning
very-
the fight.
compromising position.
Very compromising position.
Like, ugh.
So Rachel starts flailing her arm, right, with the knife.
Mm-hmm.
And on at least 2 of those flails, she connected.
Yeah. At
She's,
this point, is it self-defense?
we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
So she stabbed Sarah, hitting her in the chest twice.
In the chest?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
Sarah went back to her van, her mom's minivan, where she called Josh and told him that Rachel had just stabbed her.
Why'd she call 911, bitch?
Someone else called 911.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember who. I think there was another friend there. And
Sorry for saying bitch if she dies, by the way. Sorry. It was more of a sentiment, you know?
yeah, it's like everybody's my bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I know what you meant. But also, yeah, call 911. But someone else is taking care of that. She's the one that's stabbed. You just fucking worry about breathing, you know?
Yeah. You
And-
stay alive.
Yeah, and like
That's your one job right now.
get your blood pumping or not. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Don't do too much.
Don't get stabbed in front of Aaron is what we're learning right
Keep coughing.
Run a mile right now. Get that heart rate up. Really, like, lose the rest of that blood.
Maybe you should stand up quickly.
See if you faint. If you feel faint, that means you're losing too much blood.
That's how we'll know. Either way, so someone else called the cops, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Janet, Josh's 29-year-old sister, beat Rachel to the ground, and she's like, you just fucking stabbed her, right? And that's
shit.
when...
She's coming for a vengeance.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly, that's when Rachel found out that she had actually connected and hit Sarah.
Oh, okay. So she didn't know at this point. She's
Right.
just getting the shit beat out of her, and she's like, fuck.
Yeah, and they're
How do
like,
you not know if you
fucking
stabbed
stabbed
somebody
her.
in the chest?
Well, she had her head between her legs. Allegedly, she
Like
had her head
slash
down.
versus stab. I feel like that's different, you know? Like flailing around, slashing, sure. I don't know if I connected, but like a stab?
I mean, if you're like, "Mwah,"
And then you have to pull it out?
I don't know. There's probably a lot going on.
I don't know
I
either.
don't think you would feel it or
don't
like
think so?
notice, you know?
I don't know. I've never flailed a knife around.
So she allegedly just found out that she had stabbed Sarah, right? So she gets up and she looks at her knife and sees all the blood on it, and she's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
So she takes it and she chucks it into what she is hoping is going to be the neighbor's yard, but it ends up on their roof, which is some shit
my God.
that would happen to me.
What a weird place to chuck it, by the way.
Yeah, like you think that it's not going to be found?
Yeah, like we'll just go look over there.
Yeah.
Ah, she threw it that way.
She threw it into that neighbor's yard,
We
and that
all
neighbor is like,
saw her.
here it is,
do
this
it.
bloody knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't even like it off first.
Fucking
first?
wipe it? I
Yeah.
don't know. But she
Spit
threw
shine
it, and then she calmly said, I'm done.
It's been a night.
I don't know how the tone of it was, like, I'm done. Or like, oh, I'm done. You know, like, or like, I'm done. But what do you mean?
Or was she like, I'm done?
Yeah,
You know,
like, are you
oh,
going to get
fuck.
cops like, oh, I'm done. You know? Like, it's just said calmly. Those are all calm ways to say it.
What if she was just like, I'm done?
What if she was like, I'm done?
We're so stupid.
Every way that you say it gives a different like meaning or
yeah.
inflection, though, right? You know,
That's why it's hard to tell when you're like reading this shit. Like,
Yeah.
how can I put? It's like when you misinterpret a text message or something. Because
Yeah.
like,
and they're like, I wasn't mad, and you're like, you said
okay,
Yeah.
with a period at the end.
They're like, I just typed K and it put the period there. I didn't mean to.
Oh, I get on Lee for that shit. I'm like, how come? Why so many periods? Like, I get it. You just send me the sentence. You don't have to put a period at it. And he's like, I don't know. It's just how I fucking write properly. I'm like, no,
He's a librarian.
I don't like it.
Cut him a fucking break.
If you put a period on the end of a single sentence text, I think you're being a dick.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Unless it's an exclamation mark or something, or a question mark. But if it's just a statement and you put a period, I'm like, oh, okay, fucking Susan, chill out. Like, come get me now, period. Hard pass versus
Ew.
come get me now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're ready.
Yeah. I get it. I'm
Yeah.
like, ew, don't tell me.
Yeah.
But like, let me know.
Or if I'm like, anyway, stuck at work late, can you get the boys? Okay, period. I will stab you.
Yeah, that's at least a sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Exclamation.
Yeah.
Sure.
Got you.
Or a sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
got you. No problemo.
Yeah.
Period. Ugh.
Well, she was done, and we don't know
If there was a period or
in
not.
what way
Yeah.
she was done.
Yeah.
But that's what she said. So somewhere in that mix, the cops are called, right?
Yeah, good. Thank
And
God.
when they arrive, Rachel was still there. Like, she fucking waited around. And
First of all, that's good. You know, in the grand scheme of things, that's good. But like to be an idiot and chuck the knife and then just stand there, like I don't get it.
yeah, like, I must have stabbed her with my fingernails. Like,
Yeah.
can you explain?
Although, if you're like
See, here's the thing, though. I could see myself throwing the knife.
out of like, wah! Like
Yeah.
you're not thinking straight yet.
Yeah. You have adrenaline and all that shit's happening. You're like, oh my God, like, get it away from me. How the fuck did this just happen? I
Yeah.
just got myself into a world of fucking trouble
Yeah.
because of this knife.
Yeah.
Like, throw it. Get it away from me. I slipped in my bathroom with the crutches the other day. Like, the crutch kind of slipped out from under.
Oh,
and nothing happened. It just slipped a tiny bit.
Yeah.
I immediately chucked the crutch. Like, fuck that thing. It's just going to cause me problems. And then Brandon had to get it, like, you can't move.
Like, why'd you throw it?
But I get it.
Yeah,
Like, I get it. This is a problem. I'm going to get it far away from me.
I hate it.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
It goes over there.
Also, it's going to be interesting to see because, like, I could see a claim of self-defense. She's getting her ass beat. But also, is it, though? Because she came with a knife. And is she taunting her? I don't know. Are you antagonizing it? I'm not quite sure.
She left voicemails that explicitly said, I will fucking kill you. I swear on my life.
Yeah. Oopsie.
That's rough. So, either way. Okay.
And did she really take the knife for protection, or did she take it because she knew what was going to happen? Like, you knew.
I don't know, but she's 19.
Yeah.
Did you ever know what was going to happen when you were 19?
No.
Like, looking back on 19, I was fucking 4% open,
Yeah.
Like, I had no fucking idea what I was doing in my life. And looking back now, I'm like, if I knew anything.
yeah. I would have been like, I'm going to not go out late at night and almost get abducted.
I wouldn't have done any of those things. Also, did you see on the Facebook group, everyone was asking, I wonder why Stacey got arrested?
Oh, yeah, I did see it and I didn't answer.
Everyone was
like,
coming with the fucking guesses.
Yeah.
I liked arson.
That seemed fitting.
Well, B&E. You have done B&Es. You
shit.
didn't get arrested for it.
I've done some B&Es. But I didn't steal anything.
No.
But I did break and enter. Just out of curiosity, what's going on in here, guys?
I remember trying to justify it at the time, being like, we didn't actually be anything.
Yeah. We just eat.
We just eat.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
I feel like you could say that about many of our nights together.
100%. Yeah. Okay, so police get called. They arrive on scene. Rachel's still there, and sans knife, and she gets arrested on the spot.
Okay.
Sarah barely had a pulse by the time the paramedics arrived.
Oh my God, how long did they take?
I don't actually
Must have
know.
got really stabbed.
Yeah, well,
She had enough time to call her boyfriend, though.
she was taken to the hospital, but she died from being stabbed in the heart.
That'll do it. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you stab
Like,
somebody
that's
in the heart,
a stab.
you know.
That's a stab.
You know if you stab somebody.
That's a deep one.
You got to pull it out,
I would think. And there's like bones it has to get around unless you go through ribs or something.
It's got to feel like something different than just a slash of like, if you're flailing it, like, get the fuck away,
It's more like cuts.
Yeah, and if you cut somebody, I could see you could still do some damage, right? Like, that'd still be scary, but they're going to live, depending, I guess. But like, if you're stabbing, you can't be shocked about that shit.
I don't know. So Rachel was being questioned by police when she found out that Sarah had died, and she broke down crying. Which, like, of course, right? You have to.
Yeah, I'm sure at that moment she learned a lot. Like,
She opened up to like 8% of her world, and she was like,
can't do that.
Things are fucking real out here.
But also, I'm the kind of person that one of my first reactions is always anger. That, like, I know I should not have a knife if I'm angry. Because if somebody were beating the shit out of me and I had a knife, I would stab. Like,
did you know that when you were 19?
No.
Yeah.
No. No way. I barely know that now.
Yeah.
Like, even now, I'm like, I'd probably drop it. But I'm pretty sure. Like, if I thought I was getting the shit kicked out of me and this shit wasn't working, I'd start, I get pissed.
Yeah.
And then you come to and you're like, oh, fuck.
Like, I was a little crazy back there.
Yeah. Like, not that I would ever put myself in any of that situation, but I do know that about myself. Like,
yeah.
I black out for a minute and I'll go crazy.
Yeah, same. Growing up with siblings will teach you that.
Yeah. To like, oh, you're going to hurt me? I'm going to fucking go for your nose. I hope it bleeds, bitch.
Yeah.
And then when it's bleeding,
gouge your eyes
and they're
out.
crying, you're like, wow, I really shouldn't have done that. That actually would really hurt. I'm sorry.
Please don't tell Mom.
do that, though. Yeah. Please don't tell Mom. That's more my brother doing that to me, though.
Yeah, it was me doing it to my brother.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Although, he provoked it.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Probably deserved it.
I didn't kill him. Either way, so she's crying, right? So instead of taking a plea deal, Rachel wanted to go to trial so she could tell her side of the story.
Okay, her self-defense.
And
what would the plea deal have been? Do you know?
I don't know,
Okay.
no. But her whole thing was that she was acting in self-defense and she had been attacked first. Her lawyer admitted that the biggest blow to them was the voicemails left by Rachel to Sarah,
Right.
fucking outlining that she's going to kill her.
Yeah, it seems a little suspicious.
And Rachel testified that Sarah had sent her similar messages, but that she had deleted them. So it's like...
yeah, we did that.
Yeah, like, of course...
She saved mine.
Exactly. And I get it. I'm not condoning it, because
Sure.
obviously it's a horrible thing. She should not have done that.
Yeah,
she
but
fucking killed a person.
You could see a world where 2 teenage girls are going after each other saying stupid shit.
Saying stupid shit. I've said I was going to kill people.
I literally say it all the time, but I don't mean it like that.
But you don't mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, of course, like, I will fucking stab you in the throat and let the blood rain down your body.
And wear your
but,
skin
like,
in the streets
I
as
don't
a trophy.
actually have any intentions or desire to do that.
It sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, but then she grabbed a
Paperwork
knife.
involved. Yeah. Yeah. But then was it for protection?
But she was, going out late at night where she thought this girl might find her or be looking for her or whatever, was allegedly
in her car trying to run her over. Or some shit.
swirling around her apartment complex, yelling at her, you know?
Yeah.
It's rough for me.
It's a toughie.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Josh, his sister who was there, and Dustin all testified for the prosecution, saying that Sarah never even got out of the van before Rachel ran up to it and stabbed her.
What? Wait, who?
Mm. Well, it said Josh, his sister, Janet, and Dustin. So Janet and Dustin were for sure there. I don't think Josh was there.
That's what I was like, wait. I thought maybe you were
but he
thinking Javier. Or
No, not Javier.
Okay.
I was like, was it? No. It wasn't Javier, but I think Josh was testifying, like, for the prosecution, and maybe I misinterpreted that part.
Oh, okay.
That, like, he also
so
said
they
that.
say that she bum rushed him.
But Dustin, who was with her at Javier's house,
Yeah.
and Janet said that she ran up to the van before Sarah could even get out and stabbed her. And Sarah was in her mom's van in the whatever seat of it or car of it
When they came.
when the paramedics came.
What
So
did
that's where
Javier
she-
say?
Javi testified for the defense. I don't know if he goes by Javi. I should just throw that out there.
It's a nice nickname.
I like it.
I do too. Very endearing.
Very endearing, right? He testified for the defense for Rachel, and he admitted that he hadn't actually witnessed most of the fight.
Okay, that makes me feel like Rachel's lying.
That makes me feel like Rachel's lying.
And that Javi's just trying to be good.
Neutral.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't see.
yeah, like Javi doesn't want to really be involved, but he was there, and so he knows that he kind of has to be involved.
Oh my God, she fucking ran up and stabbed her?
I think she ran up and stabbed
What the
her.
fuck? That is some next level shit. What's going on in Rachel's life? I know we don't know, but like, hurt people, right? So like, what
Allegedly,
happened?
she had a happy, friendly childhood, everything. Her parents were together. They had a good marriage. And Rachel had done some interviews with, I think it was like Candace Owens or something, and said that she grew up in a happy, healthy household and that her parents taught her all the right things and she just did not do it. Like, she was doing the rebellious stage where she was doing the opposite of everything that her parents said.
Yeah, that she should be doing.
Yeah.
Okay, but like,
And
wow,
I don't think she
stabbing
lived with
somebody?
her parents.
Yeah.
I think she lived in her own apartment, so
Well,
then they
that's
don't
the
have as
age.
much, like,
Yeah.
control over her.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure she stabbed her in the car.
I'm pretty sure she stabbed her in the car. So the prosecution also asked if she had done this in self-defense, why did she immediately try to get rid of the knife?
Mm-hmm.
But also, like we talked about, I kind of get that.
Yeah.
I get the angle, or I get the idea, or well, I could
I mean, she didn't run
justify that.
away. So.
She didn't run away. She stayed there. I could justify the knife being chucked.
Yeah.
And her reasoning was that she didn't want anyone else to get it either. So, okay.
Oh, okay. Like, oh, fuck.
Like,
Don't
I
stab
have this
me with
knife.
this.
I may have just killed this person. Her
Yeah.
friends are pretty upset.
Yeah. Go get it over there. Get some
Right.
distance. So I can start
Hopefully-
running.
Well, it's on the fucking roof, so
Yeah.
good luck.
Yeah. Can you imagine being in the house and hearing this thud on the roof and you're like, what was that? Do
You
we have
probably heard the
raccoons?
fucking chittering going on outside first from these
Was that an
hoodlums.
iguana?
Fell out of the trees. So Rachel was eventually tried with second-degree murder, and after deliberating for 2.5 hours,
Oh, that's not long.
that's not long at all,
Uh-uh.
the jury found her guilty, and she was sentenced to 20.5 years to life in prison.
Dang. I
Mhm.
mean, she killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And she was old enough to know better.
Mm-hmm.
You know not to do that shit.
You know not to do that. So that's the end of the story.
Dude,
but
I feel bad for Sarah, though. Like, first of all, Josh wasn't worth it.
girl,
She probably
that's
had no
literally,
idea
like,
she was going to be coming with a knife, you know?
that too.
Also,
And I guess
fucking
they had
McDonald's
fought
run?
before.
yeah.
And it was just like girl fight, like hair pulling, whatever, you
yeah.
know,
So
yelling matches
she
and bullshit.
was not expecting to be murdered.
She was not expecting to be murdered.
I mean, I don't think anybody really is. Could you
Well,
imagine?
Of course.
I'm going to go over here because I know that bitch wants to murder me.
This is it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Janet, Josh's sister, said they were just going over there to smooth everything over. You know,
Sure.
to just talk things out.
No. See, that's the problem, is, like, somebody be honest.
Yeah, none of them are being honest.
Yeah, like,
Because
somebody's got to be honest.
It's a bunch of fucking... Well, except for Janet, who's 29. That's a whole ass adult.
Yeah, but she was also getting a ride to McDonald's at fucking midnight
That's true.
by a 19-year-old.
So she's not, like, mentally grown?
I'm just not sure that I value her opinion much or her side of the story. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, because I could see myself doing, especially if it's like a sibling or something, right? But like,
That's not even her sibling. It's her sibling's girlfriend.
it's weird. Like, barely girlfriend.
Yeah. Siblings, friends that benefit. Or are you leaving? Can you give me a ride to McDonald's?
I really need a big fry.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you think that that's just what they were saying, and they were really going because they got the information that Rachel was over there, so they were really going over there to try to kick her ass or something?
Of course they were going over there to fight. Or they were going over there to have words. They were going over
But
there...
like, they didn't run into that girl on the side of the street on the way to McDonald's. Like, they knew she was there. And then they went there, and they're saying they were on their way to McDonald's at midnight.
Maybe.
Because that's fucking weird.
Maybe.
A 30-year-old being like, anyway, give me a ride to McDonald's.
That is weird. But also, like, maybe it was coincidental that they... Because how would they have known that she was at Javier's house?
I don't know. Maybe fucking Dustin told him.
Maybe. I don't know.
We got a mole.
Maybe. Javi didn't want to testify. He was like, I'm staying the fuck out of this shit.
I didn't see a goddamn thing. His lawyer's like, did you see anything? And he's like, nope.
Sir, I'm blind, legally.
I don't even have a head. Like, it was my house. Oh, I'd be so pissed if a friend came over because I was doing him a favor and they murdered someone on my goddamn property.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd
Property
be
value
so
goes down.
pissed.
You have to disclose that. Well, I guess it didn't happen in the house. It was on the street.
I would instantly no longer have their back. I'd be like, no, you just brought me some problems.
A lot of problems.
Also, what an interesting ex-boyfriend to be like, hey, come over here. Do you think he was trying to get some?
Probably. But also, Dustin was there. I don't know if Dustin was there before or after she showed up.
Maybe not that night get some, but like,
Move back
create
in.
a relationship together again. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, they were both really pretty girls.
Yeah.
And this Josh character just seems like a real piece of shit.
I wonder what's going on with Josh now. Was he really sad that
he's
Sarah
out.
died?
He's probably going to listen to this. I think you're not great.
Josh, are you a different person? Are you really sad? What happened? What happened back there? Tell us the story.
I hope you're with one person now.
Were they really going to McDonald's?
Yeah, the big questions here.
Yeah.
Were they really going to McDonald's?
I'm going to need you to phone up your sister,
Was the McRib back?
who's probably much older now. What year was this? 2009,
2009,
that
2010.
much older. Okay. Well, I mean, like, 50s.
Yeah. She was almost 30.
Yeah.
So she'd be 50-something now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Josh, what's going on?
Like, what happened? But, like, tell me what happened.
But, like, what
Yeah.
really happened?
So that's the end of the story, but I awkwardly sympathize with Rachel
I get it.
and Sarah.
I get it, but I
You know.
think that we're not hearing the whole story.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
that's
too.
my like pessimistic side of life, but I'm like, when two sides feel like they're lying, then I'm like, I feel like probably we're missing something important that is the catalyst or what's going on. Like, you weren't going to McDonald's at fucking midnight. That's weird. You
But
were
it's
going
not
and you
that
brought her for
weird.
backup. It's not that weird if there wasn't such this huge ass random age gap. Like, she came for backup. Like,
you
she's
think
like,
the sister went with her? Because she was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
fucking
100%.
hood. Like, let's go. I'm
Yeah,
ready
we
to
roll
fight.
deep. That's my brother. Don't
Yeah.
fuck with my brother. And then they rolled up knowing that there was going to be a fight, but didn't expect Rachel to have a knife. Why else would Rachel be fucking hiding from her? This sounds like a pattern. Like, I heard her on the fucking streets. I heard somebody trying to run me over or something. Did that happen? I don't really know, but probably.
See, we don't know.
Yeah, and then she's like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I'm scared. Let me
And
get
then
my
they
knife.
watched her go to Javier's house because they were driving around outside.
Right?
Maybe. Maybe.
And they were like, we were just going to McDonald's and happened to get some intel, and we were just going to go smooth it all over.
Just gonna
No.
talk to Rachel and smooth this whole thing over. But then why wouldn't you stop if you see that Rachel has a knife? Because you already got momentum.
I don't know that maybe she got to know that Rachel had the knife. Like, maybe she was talking shit from the car. Rachel came up and then was like,
That's true, too. Because it does sound like she stabbed her in the van.
can't they do like fucking forensics to know where she got stabbed?
You would think. Yeah.
Like, there's no blood on the stoop, but it's all over the car. And there's no trail of blood to the car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
you would
who's
think.
telling the truth?
I don't know. But it's
That's
a really
wild.
fucking shitty situation that all of these people mostly Josh, put everyone in.
Yeah.
Isn't that awful?
That is awful. Also, he stuck his dick in Cray twice.
Yeah.
Sounds like he might be Cray.
He might be. And he also has a baby mama, so I don't know. I guess watch out for her.
All right,
too.
yeah. Jesus, good tip.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check out pictures pertaining to Aaron's case, go to our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, TikTok.
The hellscape
Threads.
formerly known
There's
as
so many things
Twitter.
to name off when I say that. Our handle is at ISGD Podcast.
Yep.
If you want to email us, you can do that at isgdpodcast@gmail.com or snail mail us at
P.O. Box 2764, Spring Valley, California, 9197.
9. Please subscribe, rate, and review.
Appreciate ya.
Also, if you listen on Apple or some shit, give us a good review because we have a bad one as the last one.
Aw, really?
Because we're so disrespectful.
Aw, man.
Yeah, we can't have people seeing that right at the top. You can read and then dig and see what you're getting into, but like not the first one.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, man, these people are awful.
They're disrespectful.
So
Which is not inaccurate.
Honestly, it's kind of true. But so are you, goddammit.
Yeah. That's why you're here, right?
Help us find more people like us.
Yeah.
We're not that disrespectful.
They're not wrong.
We're just sarcastic and people can't see it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's that.
Anyway, we love you all. Bye.
Bye.